Are you curious about how electricians work? Well, stay tuned as I interviewed Trent from Wantasparky. You'll find it very interesting. Welcome to another episode of On the Couch with McNeill Real Estate. My name's David, and today I want to welcome Trent Jones of Wantasparky. They provide domestic, commercial, electrical services to people on the Mornington Peninsula. So, welcome Trent. Tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah, thanks for having me in. So my name's Trent. I've been an electrician on the peninsula for 16 years. I started my company Wantasparky 7 years ago. And my whole career I've been servicing the real estate sector, commercial sector, and doing maintenance in some form or another. Yeah. We now have a team of 12. We're just based locally in Mornington. Yep. And yeah, that's sort of our home base at the moment. Okay, and obviously based on the Mornington Peninsula, what do you most love about the peninsula? It's got everything, you know. There's 7,200 square kilometres of it. Yeah. You know, I've been on every single aspect of that. Yeah. We've serviced a lot of houses through there. You've got the bay on one side, you've got Surf Beach on the other. Going to the hills, you've got some wineries. Yeah. So you could go from, you know, you could almost feel like you're in the suburbs, and you go back to the rural within 10 minutes.
So does your business travel further than the peninsula?
Yeah, listen, if we have to, we'll go past Frankston. Yeah. We don't like to. Yeah. But yeah, no, we try. All of our staff are based or employed on the peninsula. Yeah. We've got them from Mornington down to Rosebud, Hastings, and we try and keep that area because it allows us to service the area really good.
So you started your business 7 years ago. Was there a reason for that? Do you have a philosophy that you wanted to carry out yourself?
Yeah, I like to see things move quick and try and make change the best I can. I sort of looked at the real estate sector with trades and maintenance, and I thought I could do it a lot better. Yeah. So we sort of been focusing on that, and I love systems, I love technology, and I'm a big believer of using that to help aid our business to make it much more professional.
So how does the day start at Wantasparky? Do you have a planning meeting?
Yeah, we have, so our whole system's run off an app, and everything the boys need to know, it's in the palm of their hands. Yeah. Most days we'll start at the factory, we'll have a quick brief, toolbox meeting. The boys will do all their safety checks, collect all the gear they need for the day, load their vans up, and then off they'll go.
Now, as you probably know, tradies sometimes can have a bit of a reputation for not being too reliable. I know from experience that Wantasparky don't fit that bill. Is that something you work at? That sort of reputation for reliability?
Absolutely. That's one of the 1%ers and one of the biggest factors. Yes, we do have a bad rep for that, and that's why changed the game. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's why we have a lovely administration staff to cover that gap. Yeah. So we have a fully staffed office full time to make sure nothing gets missed. Okay. If we're running late, you'll get a call. Yep. And that's all people need.
Yeah, that's all I want to know.
It's not hard. Yeah.
I was speaking to a chap the other day. He was waiting for a tradie to pop in at 9:30. He turned up at 11:30. No apologies, no nothing. It's the way it is. But
yeah, it's hard if you don't have the administration support, which a lot of tradies don't. Yeah. Down this way. You got to weigh it up. You've got to see what's most important. Of course. Customer satisfaction to me is the most important thing. A lot of our work is based off word of mouth. Yes. We don't pay for advertising really at all. No. We've grown organically through word of mouth. Yeah.
And so, what sort of services do you provide? Obviously, electrical. Do you do security?
No, we steer away from security systems. That's a different trade in itself.
Computer networking, everything?
Yeah, we do all IT, computer networking. We stick to one of our sort of niches, I suppose, is the maintenance side. Yes. Reactive maintenance. We're really good at reacting quickly and doing jobs that others can't do. So sometimes people get to a job and go, this is too complicated, hard, I've got no idea where to start. Yeah. That's where we come in. We know who the right people to contact, the right inspectors to call for advice. Okay. And we just figure the job out.
And you have a 24-hour call-out service?
Yep, emergency.
So I guess different people would have different interpretations of an emergency call-out. Have you had any unusual ones, like somebody's toaster's broken down?
Yeah,
in the
you
middle
get
of the
some
night?
crazy ones. You know, it'll be 11 o'clock at night and they've lost their lights.
Yeah.
They'll still have power, they lost their lights.
Yeah.
I need you out here straight away. It's like, do you really? Like,
Yeah.
just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Turn the lamp on, turn the telly on, give some light.
Yeah.
We'll do it the next day. So we always try to encourage people to do that, unless it's like a dire emergency, like if the nursing home lost power completely and 100 residents got no power. That's an emergency.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try and help people dial down what they think is an emergency,
Yeah.
and if it's actually required, because the out of hours bill isn't nice to see.
No. And of course, a large part of your work will be compliance testing.
Correct.
And I believe you brought a little piece of equipment in with you to...
Yeah, so with the new changes now that are coming into effect at the end of 29th of March 2021, massive change to the residential sector, tenancy sector.
Yes.
And so I bought this little tester in here because this is probably going to be the most used tester we got that will be getting used this year.
So all your guys have one of these on board?
Yeah, this is called an insulation resistance tester. So this basically tests the health of all the cables in your house, making sure there's no breakdown between earth and conductors. Mm-hmm. So we rely on the results here it gives us insurance that the house is as it should be.
Yep. Yep.
So you've got to be careful with this guy. He pumps out 500 volts, so you don't want to touch the ends of it.
Okay. All right. And do you get involved in projects too, say something being built from the ground up?
Yeah, we dabble in a few projects.
And you get involved in the design of the wiring layout?
Sometimes.
Recommendations?
Sometimes that's usually done by an electrical engineer, depending on how complex the situation is.
Yes.
But with the smaller projects, absolutely, we design them.
Okay.
You've got to spec the size of cable and give advice on what you should and shouldn't use.
Okay.
That's a small part of our business, probably about 20% focus on that,
Yep.
but 80% over to that sort of maintenance side.
Of course. And how long does it take to train to be a Sparky? Is it still an apprenticeship type?
Yeah, so
arrangement?
it's minimum, it's 4-year apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And then you really need another 4 years out of your apprenticeship if you're
Of experience.
It's kind of like school. Like you get to year 12 and you think that you're on top of the world and you're an adult and you can do this. You're just learning. Once you step outside, there's a whole other world out there.
Yeah. And is there an age limit to starting an apprenticeship?
No.
So at mature age, men and women, I assume, can
100%.
get into the trade?
Yep, so there is a minimum requirement now. You have to complete year 12.
Yes.
So it's basically 18 as a minimum. And no age limit. No. When I was doing my apprenticeship, 16 years ago, I had a 60-year-old in my class.
60?
Yep. And we've actually got 2 mature age apprentices with us now.
Okay.
One of them's already done an apprenticeship with his refrigeration. Okay. So he's a qualified refrigeration mechanic, done that for 4 years, and now wants to start an electrical apprenticeship. So keep on adding to his belt of qualifications. So.
Okay. Now, when I had a look at your website earlier today, I couldn't help but notice a very entertaining video called "The Best Electrician I'd Ever," which was entertaining and informative, and I assume that's the reason that you put it together.
Yeah, just a bit of fun. We've got to remember why we're sort of doing it. Like, it's not always so serious.
No.
And I believe with our team we've got to have a bit of banter, a bit of fun time.
And
we've got the whole crew involved in that.
Yeah.
Much to a few of them weren't too impressed with it, but they still gave it a crack. That took about 3 or 4 days to shoot, and it was quite enjoyable. It was good to see them all get around it.
Yeah, no, very. I recommend people check out the website and watch the video. It's highly entertaining. So, how do people get in touch with you and your business?
You either call our office number,
yes,
or flick us an email. That's the easiest way.
Yep.
The girls monitor that every day.
Yep.
And
I think there's an inquiry section on the website.
There is, yeah. So you can jump on the website and hit the inquiries form. Okay. We'll try and get back to you within 2 hours.
All right, thanks, Trent. And so when you're not working, what do you do? Do you have any hobbies?
I do like golf. we never play enough golf, so I'm always complaining about that. I've got 2 kids and a beautiful wife at home, so when I'm not working, we try and get out as much as we can.
Yep.
We just got a caravan, well, actually boarded a caravan, so
Yes.
we can't go overseas at the moment, so we're going to try and just do a few trips.
There's a lot of caravans being sold at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not buying a second-hand one, so I don't want to pay the COVID tax, so I'm just waiting for a new one.
Well, thanks for coming in today, Trent. It's been great to meet you and very, very highly informative. That concludes another On the Couch video with McNeill Real Estate. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.